So when we are working with a ratio, there's a couple of things that are important. So if we look at this example here, write down the ratio of apples to bananas. It says apples, then bananas. So the order in which the ratio is written is important. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 apples and 1, 2, 3 bananas. So the ratio is 4 to 3. So we use a kind of colon in between and it's read as 4 to 3. Okay. In this one here, I've got the ratio of cars to lorries. So we count the number of cars first, 1, 2, 3. And that'll be to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lorries. Okay. However, just like a fraction, a ratio can simplify. So these are both in the 3 times table. So if we were to divide them both by 3, I would get a ratio of 1 to 2. So we would want to write a ratio in its simplest form. All right. So a couple of wee examples on writing down a ratio. So on a school trip, we've got 12 girls, 18 boys and 10 adults. So write down the ratio of girls to boys. So we've got 12 girls, that's going to go first, and 18 boys. We can simplify that because they're both in the 6 times table, so that would become a ratio of 2 to 3. Ratio of boys to adults, so we've got 18 boys, that's going to go first, and 10 adults, both in the 2 times table, so that would simplify to a ratio of 9 to 5. Adults to girls, so 10 adults, 12 girls, again in the 2 times table, so that would become a ratio of 5 to 6. And then a ratio of children to adults, so children altogether would be 30, boys and girls, 10 adults. So if we divide them both by 10, we'd get a ratio of 3 to 1. Okay, so the first thing we're going to have a look at is sharing a ratio. So what that means is we're going to be given an amount, which is a total amount, and that's got to be split between however many people or things or whatever. Okay, so we've got 200 Smarties in total here, and we want to share it in a ratio of 3 to 5. So it's not getting split in half. One person is getting 3 parts, one person is getting 5 parts. So we need to know how many parts there are altogether. So what we're going to do first of all is just add the total parts of the ratio. So in this case, it will be 3 add 5. So there are 8 total parts to the ratio. We're then going to find how much one part is worth. Don't know why I'm writing share. So get 1 part. So in this case, it's going to be the 200 Smarties divided by 8, which is 25. So 1 part of the ratio is worth 25 in total. And then from there, we can share using the ratio. So if I've got a ratio of 3 to 5, it means I've got 3 lots of 25 at this side and 5 lots of 25 at this side. So I'm going to have 75 to 125. And we can do a check at this point. If I did 75 add 125, I get 200, and I had 200 Smarties to begin with. Okay, so that works. In this one, I've got £140 to split between 2 people. So I'm going to split it in a ratio of 3 to 4. So step number 1, we're going to add the ratio together to find out how many parts there are all together. So 7. I'm then going to split the £140 into 7. And that'll tell me how much 1 part of the ratio is worth. So that's £20. Then we're going to use the ratio to share that. So I'm going to have 3 lots of 20 at this side and 4 lots of 20 at this side. So it's a ratio or a split of £60 to £80. At National 5, you could quite easily be given a 3-part ratio, but we just do the same thing. So step number 1 would be to add 21, 15 and 9 to get 45. I'm then going to divide 1,800 by 45 to work out how much 1 part is worth. So that's £40. and then I can do 21 lots of 40, 15 lots of 40, and 9 lots of 40. So I'm going to get £360 here. I'm going to get £600 here. And £840